Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we are reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, opulence. We read up to verse 14. Now, after hearing the essence of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is expressing his realization. He started from verse 12, 13, 14. He expressed how he understood Krishna. Now, today we read text 25, sorry, 15. Swayam evo atmana atmanam vitthatang purushottama bhuta bhavan bhutesho devo devo jagat. Swayam, personally, evo, certainly, atmana, by yourself, atmanam, yourself, vittha, no, tam, you, purushottama, O greatest of all persons, bhuta bhavana, O origin of everything, bhuta isha, of Lord of everything, devo devo, O Lord of all lords. That means, O Lord of all demigods. Demigod also Lord, but a small Lord. They are called demigod. Devo devo. Jagatpati, of Lord of the entire universe. Krishna, Arjuna accepted Krishna in this way. Indeed, you alone know yourself. Who knows Krishna then better than Krishna? Other people may know little, but Krishna only knows himself completely. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potency. O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. Purport. The Supreme Lord Krishna can be known by persons who are in relationship with him through the discharge of devotional service, like Arjuna and his followers. Persons of demoniac or atheistic mentality cannot know Krishna. Mental speculation that leads one away from the Supreme Lord is a serious sin. And one who does not know Krishna should not try to comment on Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the statement of Krishna. And since it is the science of Krishna, it should be understood from Krishna as Arjuna understood it. It should not be received from atheistic persons. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vadanti tattattavyas tattam jat jnanam adhyam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdat. The supreme truth is realized in three aspects: as impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and at last as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So at the last stage of understanding the absolute truth, once come to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A common man or even a liberated man who has realized impersonal Brahman or localized Paramatma may not understand God's personality. Such men, therefore, may endeavor to understand the Supreme Person from the verses of Bhagavad Gita, which are being spoken by this person, Krishna. Sometimes the impersonalists accept Krishna as Bhagavan or they accept his authority. Yet many liberated persons cannot understand Krishna as Purushottam, the Supreme Person. Therefore, Arjuna addresses him as Purushottam. Yet one still may not understand that Krishna is the father of all living entities. Therefore, Arjuna addresses him as Bhuta Bhavana. And if one comes to know him as the father of all the living entities, still one may not know him as the supreme controller. Therefore, he is addressed here as Bhutesha, the supreme controller of everyone. And even if one knows Krishna as the supreme controller of all living entities, still one may not know that he is the origin of all demigods. Therefore, he is addressed herein as Devadev, the worshipful God of all demigods. And even if one knows him as the worshipful God of the demigods, one may not know that he is the supreme proprietor of everything. Therefore, he is addressed as Jagat. Thus, the truth about Krishna is established in this verse by the realization of Arjuna, and we should follow the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Krishna as he is. Very nice purport. I think you have noticed that how Prabhupada has explained these verses. Krishna only knows himself completely. How he is Purushottam, he is Bhuta Bhavan, he is Bhutesh, he is Devadevo, and he is Jagatpad. Why these words come and what is the order? Why Arjuna is addressing in such way? We'll read from here again. Yet many liberated persons cannot understand Krishna's Purushottam, Supreme Law. Yeah, sometimes impersonal accept Krishna as Bhagavan and they accept his authority. Yet many liberated persons cannot understand Krishna as Purushottam, the Supreme Person. We should accept Krishna as Bhagavan. But yet liberated person cannot understand Krishna is Purushottam. Therefore, Arjuna address him Purushottam. Yet one still not understand that Krishna is the father of all living Purushottam. Therefore, Arjuna address him as Bhuta Bhavan. Bhuta Bhavan means the origin of everything. Therefore, Krishna address him Bhuta Bhavan. And if one comes to know him as the father of all living entities, still one may not know him as the supreme controller. Therefore, he is addressed as Bhutesh, the supreme controller of everyone. And even if one knows Krishna as the supreme controller of all living entities, still one may not know that he is the origin of all demigods. Therefore, his address here is Devo, the worshipful God of all demigods. And even if one knows him as the worshipful God of all demigods, one may not know that he is the supreme proprietor of everything. What is that meaning? Even if one accepts him, Krishna is the God of all gods. But still one he is the supreme proprietor of everything. What does it mean? Like in our country, this prime minister. We know Prime Minister is more powerful than any other minister. But we should know that our Prime Minister, no, not he is more powerful than any minister. Okay, we can understand. But it does not mean our Prime Minister is the owner of the property of the other minister also. Any Prime Minister is owner of the property of other minister? No. The same way people may understand, oh, Krishna is Lord of all. But he may not understand. Again, I am telling. We know our Prime Minister is the master of all other ministers. It does not mean that Prime Minister personally is the owner of the whole India. So, knowing Krishna as Deva is not sufficient. Knowing, again telling, knowing Krishna Deva means he is more powerful than other demigods. Maybe Prime Minister has 90% property and all ministers together has 10% property. That means he is the master of all the other ministers. But Krishna is not like that. Other minister may have 90% property. Other living entities has 10% property, 100. But President is the master of all. So one should know Krishna in Sasa. He is not only Deva. One should know he is the Jagatpati. Therefore, he is addressed as Jagatpati. What is Jagatpati and Jagatpate? Anybody want to? Therefore, he is addressed as Jagatpati, but we are seeing here Jagatpate. What is the meaning of that? Anybody want to raise the hand? He has saying Jagatpate, but purpose is Jagatpati. Why is like that? Anybody want to raise hand? He Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Dinabandhu, Jagatpate means addressing. He Krishna Jagatpati, but when Jagatpate means oh Jagatpati, He Radhe, when Jagatpati, when addressing Jagatpati, He Jagatpati. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Sindhu is okay. When addressing, He Karuna, Krishna Karuna Sindhu, addressing. Pati, Pate. He Bandhu, He Bandhu. He is my Bandhu. And when you address, He Bandhu. He is my Pati. Oh Pate. Jagatpati. Thus, the truth about Krishna is established in this verse by realization of Arjuna. And we should follow the footsteps of Arjuna to understand Krishna as he is. (16) Bhakti Maharashi Asheshan Dibbohi Atma Vibhuta Javi Vibhuti Vid Loka Imang Stang Vyapatishtashi. Bhakti to say, or she, you desire, or she, yoga, you can do. Bhaktum to say, or she desire. That means you able. Bhaktum or she, you are able to say. That means you only can speak. Asheshana in details. Oh Krishna, I know you are Deva, Jagat, everything. But nobody knows that. Actually, only you knows. But regarding you, only you can tell. Nobody can tell about it. That is why you only, Asheshan in details, or she, you only able to speak details, say about yourself. What about your Dibba, divine, is certainly Atma, your own Vibhutaya, opulences. Javi, by which? Vibhuti, he, opulences. Lokan, all the planets. Iman, this. Tvam, you. Bappo, pervading. Tishtashi, remain. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences, by which you pervade all these worlds. In this verse, it appears that Arjuna is already satisfied with his understanding of the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. By Krishna's grace, Arjuna has personal experience, intelligence, and knowledge. And whatever else a person may have, and through all these agencies, he has understood Krishna to be the Supreme Personality of God. For him, there is no doubt. Yet he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. So if you speak someone, and some of you were listening, can you show me that? Why? If I speak something, okay, Maharaj, can you show me that? Why? Two reasons. Maybe you are not believing. Oh, for Maharaj, can you show that? Second thing, yes, you're so impressed you want to see that also. Here Arjuna is first one or second one? No question of Arjuna is, using flattering language. When he accepts Krishna as Supreme, that means he is not using flattering language. He accepted. That is, he was so impressed to hear, to know. And in 11th chapter, we'll see, not only to hear, he wants to see also. From him, there is no doubt. Yet, he is asking Krishna to explain his all-pervading nature. People in general, and the impersonalists in particular, concern themselves mainly with the all-pervading nature of the Supreme. So Arjuna is asking Krishna how he exists in his all-pervading aspect through his different energies. One should know that this is being asked by Arjuna on behalf of the common people. Third point, Arjuna not only want to know, he want to know on behalf of the common people, because common people, they may not have knowledge about Krishna, but if Krishna is the authority, if he speaks, then common people may understand. Katham dibbam aham yogim, katham vidyam aham yogim, tam sada parichinta, keshu keshu cha bhavesh, chintoshi bhagavan maya. Katham, how? Vidam aham, I shall know. Vid means to know. Vidam aham, shall I know. How shall I? Katham vidam aham, yogin, O Supreme Mystic Krishna, tam you, sada, always, parichinta and thinking of you. Why Krishna is Arjuna is asking? How I can always think? Keshu keshu cha bhaveshu, keshu keshu, in which, so also bhaveshu, natures. Chinta ashi, you are to be remembered. Bhagavan, Supreme, Maya by me. Maya means by me. That means how I will remember. O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you? And how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? Why Arjuna asking? Because the last verse of 9th chapter, Krishna says, Man mana bhava, always think of me. That is why he asking, how I can think always? Man mana bhava, you tell me, man mana bhava. So tell me, give me some tips, how you can always remember. Part 1. As it is stated in the previous chapter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is covered by his Yogamaya. Only surrendered souls and devotees can see him. Now Arjuna is convinced that his friend Krishna is the supreme Godhead, but he wants to know the general process by which the all-pervading Lord can be understood by the common man. Common men, including the demons and atheists, cannot know Krishna because he is guarded by his Yogamaya energy. What is the advance? Yogamaya Samavritam, Muruyang Navijanati, Nahang Prakash Sarvasya, Yogamaya Samavritam. Nahang Prakash Sarvasya. I cannot manifest it. Sarvasya, Yogamaya Samavritam. I covered myself through Yogamaya, cutting. Not Mahamaya, Yogamaya. Muro ayang no vijanati, Muro cannot. Loko mam ajamabban. Again, these questions are asked by Arjuna for their benefit. Muro na vijanati. Muro cannot know. That is, Arjuna is asking on behalf of them. The superior devotee is concerned not only for his own understanding, but for the understanding of all mankind. So Arjuna, out of his mercy, because he is a Vaishnava, a devotee, is opening for the common man the understanding of the all pervasiveness of the Supreme Lord. He addresses Krishna specifically as Yogin, because Krishna is the master of the Yogamaya energy, by which he is covered and uncovered to the common man. The common man who has no love for Krishna cannot always think of Krishna. Therefore, he has to think materially. Arjuna is considering the mode of thinking of the materialistic persons of this world. The words Keshu Keshu Cha Bhavishu refer to material nature. The word Bhava means physical things. Bhava. You know Bhava? Bhava. Bhava Shabha Shachin. Bhava Sangsar. Bhava means to become. That means he who has origin and end. That is Bhava here, Bhaveshu. Normally Bhaveshu, Bhav means monobhav, mentality. But here Bhaveshu means, the word Bhava means physical things. That means here the words Keshu Keshu Cha Bhaveshu refers to the material nature. One to Krishna through material nature. Because pure devotee, they don't have any knowledge about absolute. They want to see Krishna through their material knowledge. Because materialists cannot understand Krishna spiritually, they are advised to concentrate the mind on physical things and try to see how Krishna is manifested by physical representations. Like, if you want to explain someone, you have to understand his level of understanding, which language he will use. If you want to give some lecture to a kindergarten, you will not use your knowledge of your PhD knowledge to explain, because they will not understand. That is why here Bhaveshu. Next verse. Vistareno atmana jogam vibhuti cha janardhana bhuya pathati tirhi sinat naste me amritam. Vistarana in detail. Atmana jogam, your mystic power. Vibhutim, opulences. Cha also. Janardhana, Krishna. Why Krishna Janardhana? Ardhan. Ardhan means killer. Janardhan, or killer of the atheists. Janardhan. Normally, killer of the man, Janardhan. But Krishna never kills like that. So why Janardhan? Because he kills the demons. That is, that is his name, Janardhan. And not what Janardhan means, maintenance. Sanskrit word language is very nice. One was just completely opposite meaning. Janardhan means is the maintainer of all living entity. Here Janardhan means killer of the atheists. Bhuyo again, kathaya, describe. Tipti, satisfaction, he is certain. Sinnataha, hearing. Na usti, nasti, there is not. Me, my. Amritam, nectar. O Janardhan. Again, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in hearing about you. For the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Oh, why you want to hear? You haven't understood? Have I said any complete? No, no, I understood. But it's so nice, I'm not satiated. A similar statement was made to Shuta Goswami by the rishis of Naimisharan, headed by Shonaka. That statement was, Bayang tuna vitipam. Bayang tuna vitipamo. Uttam shalaka vikrame. Jat chinatam rasa jnanam sadhu sadhu padava. No vitipam. One can never be satiated, even though one continuously hears the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, who is glorified by excellent prayers. Those who have entered into the transcendental relationship with Krishna relish at every step the descriptions of the pastimes of the Lord. In Srimad Bhagavatam, first one. Thus, Arjuna is interested in hearing about Krishna and specifically how he remains as the all-pervading Supreme Lord. Now, as far as Amritam, nectar, is concerned, any narration or statement concerning Krishna is just like nectar. And this nectar can be perceived by practical experience. Modern stories, fiction, and histories are different from the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, in that one will tire of hearing mundane stories, but one never tires of hearing about Krishna. It is for this reason only that the history of the whole universe is replete with references to the pastimes of the incarnations of Godhead. The Puranas are histories of bygone ages that relate the pastimes of the various incarnations of the Lord. In this way, the reading matter remains forever fresh despite repeated readings. Now, by hearing such type of request from Arjuna, Krishna will explain his Vibhuti Yoga. Now Vibhuti Yoga will start. So if you want to know something, we should have this type of attitude. That is what Krishna is explaining. Okay. There is a Vishwakahaji.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj Dandakila. My question is that in the 11th chapter, Arjuna told Krishna that I want to see your universal form. But then Srila Prabhupada says in purport that Arjuna didn't want to see the Vishwarup. So how should we understand that?
For the common people. You want to prove the common people. Because Prabhupada told so many times. In the future, so many people may, Krishna said, I am the God. And other people may copy it. Oh, If I say I am the God people worship, then he say, okay, show your opulence, leave Govardhan Hill, then I will believe. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Bhagavad Gita as it is. Go to my